So these process, every faith.
I read somewhere that even Buddhism was a
Exactly.
reaction to
Yes.
Hinduism
Yes.
in the same way.
And now we see even how the rituals have become a dogma rather than that spiritual life of concern for the marginalized and the needy, etc., etc. I mean, this is one of the fundamental problems. And the faith that does not see this possibility,
The possibility
of corruption, in a sense that humanity would come in and gradually marginalize those liberation element or components, liberative components of the faith, and turn it into something rigid, ultimately dies. And because humanity is such that we have, I mean, it's part of human nature.
Is it an avoidable cycle?
It is an avoidable cycle if you create within the faith an element of what we call human input. Not interpretation, human input, because interpretation could be as rigid as anything else. But human input.
So what is human input?
Human input to constantly reflect what was the original message and what were those message, what was the message for, and how do we
in the broadest and deepest sense.
Exactly.
Not in the superficial.
No. Yes, it came to liberate. Now, how can we stay within that spirit while at the same time conducting our lives that takes in the differences that exist between, say, in Christianity 2,000 years before and now, and in Islam 1,400 years before and now, in Judaism it's the same. If we claim that a particular faith to be universal, in this case call it Christianity or Islam or any other faith, then technically that faith must be able to answer the question and deal with complex human life for eternity. When we claim universal and eternal means until the end of time.
Yeah, you would have to limit yourself then to dynamics that could be re-envisioned within each age.
Well, we need to go back and see how do we make the core value and the system, the core the founding understanding of a particular faith to be able to answer to various age, eras, centuries and millennium as we move forward.
For example, if you determine the core of the faith at the beginning to be, my two favorites, love and wisdom. Love and wisdom will have different forms in each age.
Exactly.
But the essence of love and wisdom will remain as this point to keep striving toward.
That's right.
Islam, I began reading that book you recommended to me, The Heart of Islam.
The Heart of Islam.
And to me, it keeps coming back to the point of believing in that there is one God.
Yes.
To which I would respond, if there really is only one God, all I have to do is encourage people to find the truth. And as they continue sifting, always striving for, yes, but is it really true? If there is only one God, that's what they'll find at the end of the tunnel.
See, that's one of the... whether one believes in, call it God or reality or truth, there is here the difference between human understanding and the truth in its totality.
Which is incomprehensible to the human mind.
Exactly. And once we accepted that character of the truth, no matter how hard we struggle, we still we fall short of that incomprehensible reality.
And that I understand.
As long as we are prepared to admit that no matter how hard we have tried, we still are falling short of that reality. That leaves space for various understanding of reality.
Yeah.
So,
to me, the crucial element is that we remain engaged in the search.
Yes, never ends. It never ends.
Yeah, and just because we can't understand the whole of it doesn't mean we should give up.
I agree. I mean, not only that, but we have to understand the fact that no matter how hard we try, it's simply impossible for us to comprehend the incomprehensible.
Because of which, we should refrain from judging others.
Not only that, admit that what we have struggled to understand is partial understanding of that incomprehensible reality.
It's still worth pursuing.
Still worth pursuing, and other people may have in their struggle have similar understanding, a partial understanding of that reality.
Yeah. Any quick final statement? I'm afraid we've run out of time already again. Final comment you'd like to leave our viewers with?
Well, I mean, as far as what you said right from the beginning as the theme for our conversation today, it's ultimately the human shortcomings that the cause of the problem that we have.